I mean, there's only one sound dial in the orchard. Today I'll be placing the treasure trove on the grounds for the first time since we slept in it yesterday while the Blessing of the Monk was active. Later today I would also like to investigate the new clue book again. Yeah, we had the sauna yesterday. I would like to investigate the new clue book again since apparently I missed a few clues in there back in when I looked at it the first time. And apparently that's important to move on meaningfully. I've kind of avoided that book because I wasn't quite sure how to solve that page number puzzle with all the books and the colors or something, but it's time we have to start looking at it again. But first, the trove. Let's see. Oof, that costs a gem. Luckily I have 2 gems. Holy cow. Okay. I mean, I hope I'm not breaking this. I think it's fine to draft that now. I mean, I already clicked on it. It's not that I could do anything else. I think we'll just... I need to have a look. Okay, it looks the same. So let's just see what we can do here. The money is there, definitely. This looks different. Orindia. Okay. These are really suspicious to me as well, these ruby boxes. Otherwise, I don't really feel like there's a big difference. Although I still don't understand why we can walk back here. Is there anything important? Given that we now placed this here? Does not appear to be the case. Alright. So I guess the important part here is that freaking box then. Wait. Do we need a key for that? Wait. What is that key? Are you kidding me? There's 3 symbols at the top, and it does seem to require a key. Or do I need to break this open? Okay, I'm not sure. Do I just need a key? Damn it, I have to come back with a key. Shoot. Or with the pressure hammer. Okay, we'll have to come back later today. This game, man. I wouldn't know what else to do. The way they give you, like, barely anything after you do something, just to give you the next hurdle to jump over. It's insane. Ah. We're already at 150 coins, though. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna do the usual strategy then. So, so the question is, should we start with a hallway? I guess we could get the den everywhere. So maybe we want the key first. And that gives us a chance for the conservatory as well. Or should we go for the den? It gives us a gem. Ugh, I think the key is important, but the gem is also important. I think we'll go for the key for now. And then maybe before we continue too far, I should look at the new clue book. Ugh, that's annoying as well. Oh, hallway closet. That's great because we are in a hallway. Let's go for that. It's quite rare that we actually get to place this while, like, adjacent to a hallway. So maybe we'll solve, or we'll finish this initial left segment, and then we'll look at the new clue book. Because, like, based on your comments, I do feel like it is essential to do that in order to continue. So should I just close myself off is the question. I don't really want to go to the right. So maybe I'll just call it right here, and then we can move on through the other parts. Otherwise I'm gonna lose a door, so let's see. Alright, we're getting a key, 2 gems, and the booklet, which is good to get early, I guess. Alright. Left part is done then. Oh, Can we smash these? Probably not, right? That would be surprising. Okay. I think it is time to look at the new clue book. So we'll probably waste some daytime while I solve the new clue book again, or for the first time, I guess. Then I also, in the last episode, we got that note which our mother showed into the security camera, and I had to check the train map again, because I do think it looks like this path here. You are here, which would be interesting, as if we had to, or did she go here to 13? Problem is I don't know what 13 is. I didn't apparently take a screenshot of the legend. Oh no, here's the legend. Lol. 13 is dead end. So something is at dead end. Let me see if that's actually what the note refers to. Okay, so this is what she showed us. I had to pull up my own video here. So it goes very far up, a little bit to the right, and then does this vase shape thing with the dead end bend at the bottom. But this very far up to the right doesn't seem to match. It's up here. It's to 7. Maybe we need to know this as a code. 87310 Maybe this is where she went? Is it that, or is it 214? No, it's not. It's not with this weird right bend. It doesn't do a right bend, right? No, it goes straight down, then a little bit to the left. Like it must be here. So 87, let's write that down here. 87310 That does make a lot of sense. Because that didn't mean anything back in the day when I found this. I was like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this? So I'm glad we're connecting back to that. And that was like in episode, I don't even remember, 35, 40? That's been a while ago. Then next up, I want to look at new clue again. Oh, that's right below it. Interesting. All right. We have to read this through again. I'm sure there is something about these signs. Route 8. There's a lot of these signs, like go to the left or something. All he needed was to find the new clue. Oh, that's so me. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you, for you are looking for a new clue too. Okay, I just I don't feel like there's anything hidden in that text, except the picture contains a lot. Why is there's kitchen? By the way, this noise that you hear in the background, that's just the game, because it has this bug where it doesn't matter which window you have open, it always thinks you're interacting with the menu here, which is a bit annoying, so I need to be careful where I click here. So we have a lot of pictures here. Outdoors, the grounds, the kitchen. I don't know what that is. That's maybe trees. Don't know. People. Route 8. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases, and gone through the piles of the evidence present and precedents evident. Precedents evident. That's so weird. Weird choice. I mean, it rhymes, but is it really just the rhyme why they put this in here? And retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. Depart. Is this where we have to depart? But where is this? The airport. Dead cases. That's the dead ends. Okay, there is no mentioning of dead ends here. Corner cases. Those are the ones we found the special words in that led us to the microchip. Right. Then this is what helped us figure out the admin key. So I would expect this to be solved as well. Now, what about these dead cases? Is that just a hint that these are dead ends and corner cases are the corner rooms, so we understand what corner cases are? Or is there anything meaningful in dead cases? Closet, attic, furnace, solarium. These are just dead ends. Lavatory is red. Closet contained a puzzle. Attic Has a lot of items. Furnace can be powered. Solarium, nothing special about it so far. I think we solved that. We solved these numbers. Check corner case rooms had a low... Yeah, we did that. We solved this. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. So in the tombs... Okay. So this could be a... This could be the tomb, right? And this could be... This is the burning glass thing. And this is the angel puzzle in the tomb. There's bricks here because we broke something. Can we break something in the tomb? Oh, no, we broke the castle... not the castle, we broke the puzzle, the wall in the puzzle to reveal the castle matrix. And there we need to keep left. This is all... Somehow this is all connected. But I don't know what that has to do with the tomb, or is that not the tomb? What is that? That's the queen. Or is that the king? That's definitely the rook, but it's also a castle, I guess. Or is that the queen and the rook? See, now we're back at the castling thing. But I tried that, I don't know. Something about the castling, but it didn't work. Like, or I didn't, not the way I did it. Keep left to Tanner Fork. We need an apple, banana, and orange. He looked and looked under beds and in nooks. He questions the maid, he questions the cooks, so we need to get into the nook and then into the kitchen. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur in the garage, who told him new clues were found only in books. The library? And this is 46, room 46. There you need to go to the right. How do you go to right in room 46? Or is it in the antechamber? So tome after tome. What's a tome? A book, especially a large, heavy, scholarly one. That the library loaned, and the books that he had that he already owned, we searched from their covers all the way through. I mean, I definitely know that there is a clue in the books, because that's what this cipher later, where is it? This one here relates to the books somehow, so we probably have to figure that out. That's one of the things I don't know about. Tender cipher. Lunar renamed. Uncle Aw. Draft the sixes. Draft the sixes. Oh, my nose is starting to itch again. Every time I'm stuck, my nose starts to itch for some reason. Draft the sixes. That's here as well somewhere. Draft the sixes. And then somehow you shift stuff around. He changed all the letters in the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spine. He checked all the letters in the lines that he found. So we will find lines, and we need to check those letters. And those lines probably are found in the books, in bound books. And they have colors, and the colors are relevant because we have colors here. I think that relates to the color of the book, no? Probably. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting. That's what I really don't understand. It's freaking weird. Maybe it's something about changing specific character sequence to another character. Like here, ER gets changed to A. But I don't know why that would be the case. Or is it just words that look similar? Gates? Gates. This is also just similar, but here they removed the E and placed it as an I in front of the T. I don't know how I would come up with that, except that it's a similar word. Right. Here, as if they rotated, or they swapped R with I, and then AI became W. No, it has an H in there as well. I don't think it has anything to do with replacing characters. I think it's just similar words. Lord Yor. Word name. Draft the sixes. Shifted extra. Is that supposed to explain to me how we need to move the letters around? Wait. 6. Draft the sixes. Sixes. Draft. Oh, holy cow, wait. Yeah, but how am I supposed to even come up with that? How am I supposed to do anything with that? So D, D, R, R, A, A. This tool is so annoying the way it keeps like rendering it differently. T, T. We have another T, an H, an H, an E, an S, an I. Yeah, that's why this is okay. X, X, E, E, S, S. That is also why, I didn't actually realize this before, but this S is a capitalized one and this D as well. So we have a capitalized S and a capitalized D here, but why would this be capitalized at the end? Because it was just taken over from here. Okay, so you can rearrange the words. Let's do it again. Why would you stop wiggling? T, T, H, H, E, E, F, F, I, X, X, E, E, D, D, S, S, T, T, stars, A, R, S, A, R, S, the fixed stars, okay. That is definitely, I definitely understood that now. But that's not what they did here, because you can't just come up with an H. Here as well, where is the I coming from? And here, where is the A coming from? There's like different things going on. So there is words that sound similar, or you have to flip them around. That's one thing, but you can also just rearrange letters to mean something. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting. Maybe that's to double the meaning, what we did here, and found the diction of each word was sound. So you double the meaning, or I don't know what that exactly means, but in the end it needs to make sense. That's what the last line means. I don't know. Record. Or I don't know if we can rearrange that. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. So he's studying the room directory for some reason, and he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This only goes up to the 9th rank, and why is there blank space at the end? There's something about laying out floor plans. This is a map somehow to somewhere. A man obsessed and cuckoo too. Is that about a cuckoo's clock? They would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, the best medicine is not yet evidence. So we do not need evidence. Each. What word could you build with each? We only... Heat. Each. Heat. Each. I don't know. They're all moving in the opposite direction for some reason, or we are moving in the opposite direction. Stop. The king. In the office, at the office. The ballroom. The gallery. And having read this book so many times, having scored over each of his cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? So the signs are important, sure. The metro is important. Why is I didn't actually realize the metro map was here. And it shows us this, it perfectly shows us exactly the route that's relevant for some other thing, or maybe that's related, although that would be a coincidence if I find all these related things right now. Or maybe there's just nothing else left to do and that's why I find them. Or is there perhaps something new, something overlooked but now in view? Because we have more clues, like the train thing, the metro. Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it is a new clue, you know what to do. So the way this is written is as if it would make sense. So obviously it's going to make sense once I get it. The suspect is a key, the suspect is major, the suspect is minor. The suspect is minor. Yeah, I think we figured that out. That's about the admin key and about the list. On the way. On the way? Like, why would they put the text on the way here? Like, everything is kind of like non-readable. So this non-readable stuff is obviously not relevant because we can't read it. But why does it say specifically on the way? That is relevant somehow. Otherwise, it would be like this hieroglyphic text. Like here. But no, it's important. On the way. I think I have to do this. Like, this wouldn't be like that if it's not relevant. And then we're done. Okay, what is this? We have to solve this 100%. And this, I think, said, assume page count starts on title pages. So title page is when you open it, the first one. Or no, the one where it says the title, right? Where it says the title of the book. That's the title page. Read. Page A. Word X. Now, how do I know what A is? Is A 1? This is what I was stuck on last time. Wait. So in this thing, it goes from this word here above the comma to the right to read. Let me look at that again. Where's the table? Here. I did not take a proper picture of that. All right, so I realized that I did not have proper visuals of all these pages here, especially this red stuff here. I didn't capture that when I read the book myself. So I pulled an image online to be able to read this a little bit better, and also these. So I can show you what that looks like. So this first one I already made myself, right? And then to the right of that, it says this one, which seems to be, I don't know, we'll see. And then it also, it's not very well readable, but whatever that is. I didn't get spoiled about anything. I just needed those pictures to be able to read them properly. So here it says XYZ ABC. Yeah, I remember. So there's something about it looping around after Z, right? Loops around after. Yeah, I think I actually figured this out at some point even. Dead end, major key, ABC. Dead end, C. Major key. Seen all the signs. Why is C a dead end? C. C is a dead end. Library the way. Library the way. Wait, which book is he studying here? This is the book where he's looking at the office or something. This one. So here, so marked is the way as well as library. The way and library is marked for some reason. Wait, what is that? Red. That's above the comma to the right. Covers. Covers, red. So here, covers. Oh, these are covers. Okay. Yeah. Okay. These are book covers. And then we have to count the pages. It's just so weird. Okay, let me try again. Oops, I just screwed up. I just pressed some random keys. Okay, let's start with the signs, because have you seen all the signs, right? So let's try to see all the signs. Where am I going to write them down? Okay, I'll write that down here. So it says Route 8. Is that a sign? Maybe that's a sign. Depart. I don't know. Let's just write it down. I don't think these are signs. Keep left. Maybe that's from the entrance hall. You depart from... Although, why is there an airport sign? We don't have an airport in the game. As if you have to start at the airport. Or what is that? Is that a bird? From the outside? You start outside? 2 Tanner Fork. Left. Maybe we have to say left. Then right. For some reason, right. Dead end. Is that a sign? Record. Record. Each. I don't know what that means. Stop. I don't think there's a sign here. That's just my pictures, and then we're done. Tanner Fork. Where did I read Tanner Fork before? Yeah, Tanner Fork is here. I just looked at this literally before. So this is about getting to Tanner Fork or what? Where's my notes? Left. So if you come from here, you have to go left to Tanner Fork. Wait, Route 8. Do we start at 8? Look, this starts at 8. How suspicious is that? Obviously this starts at 8. So you depart from the airport. Do we have an airport? Oh, major stops, minor stops. What? Okay. Wait, there has to be an airport. Is there a picture of an airport somewhere? No. Trinsdale West, Lumber, Angel Tower, Aries Crossing, East. There is no airport. Why do we... Or do we... Does it just mean... How would we... we keep left here. What's 7? Angel Tower. Keep left. To Tanner Fork. We keep left until Tanner Fork? So is this just the same route again that we just discovered? Then you go right. Wait, so when you come here, you go right to the dead end. Record each stop. Aha, record each stop. Yeah, okay. 8, 7, 3, 10, 1, 13. No, wait, is this exactly just the same? So I already know that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just the same that it shows us in the security room. So not useful. So we don't actually need to look at the signs, I think. The signs are useless. So we need to look at the book covers, which is the one thing I really don't get. And that's why the train station is, the map is here. And the king is here. Why is the king here? Why is there pieces of paper here? I had to quickly check my cat feeder because the software of that thing is so broken because it's supposed to like go off on a schedule, but sometimes it just forgets to go off. It's super annoying. I guess that gave me a good short break to refresh my mind so we can approach this freaking book cover puzzle thing. Dang it, this seems to be really important, so I have to absolutely do this now. We have to count these books again. So we go through red, green, violet, and blue. We go to page, whatever that page is. I think that probably is page 1. So the title page, Word X. Let me first bring up Excel, my favorite tool. Not at all. I really don't like Microsoft products anymore. So let's do A, B, C, okay, like that. And then we just pull this down to... Well, I guess we could pull it down to double Z. Wait. Damn it. That's great. Now it just fills it up with this. ABC. Come on. Do it until Z. A, B, C, D, E, F. Can you do it now? No, it just loops around. You're so dumb. Yeah, probably there's a way to do this properly. Okay. I never know if the alphabet is 24 or 26 letters, but okay. Since it loops around, oh, God, it's already crashing, even though I haven't barely done anything. So we now have the indexes or the numbers to each of the letters. So X is 24. Okay. Red. Page A, word X. So on the title page, word 24 of the red book. These are it's only about these 4 books. We don't have to look at all the books. Tender Cipher. Which book is red? I don't know. The Fixed Stars. Was that an official book? No, wait. The Fixed Stars. Damn, this was a book. Oh, so when we rearrange the words, when we do, what is it called? When we do this, when we shift the words around, we end up with an actual book name. Yeah, what the heck could be Tender Cipher? I don't even remember the book names. Is the draft the 6 Fixed Stars, is that a blue book? That's the one we found in the observatory. We don't know what color book that is. Oh, The Red Prince. This is spoiler. This is bad. Like this could contain spoilers if I Google stuff. That's always the problem. Like here, but this could be the Red Prince book. Does this end up being Red Prince? Red. This is tricky. Red Prince. But what about the H? Red Prince. Red Prince doesn't contain an H. Neither does it contain a T. The Red Prince. Wait. The Red here. D-E-R. Yeah, D-E-R. I remember that from the gallery. The Red Prince. Okay, so we have to look at the Red Prince. Page A, word X. Jeez. There isn't 24 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4 of. No way. Just no freaking way. Dead end, major key. So seen all the signs, dead end is a major key. Page A, word X. Or is it only A, B, C, X, Y, Z? Is it not the whole alphabet, just A, B, oh, we only have A, B, C, Z, X, Y. Is it not the whole alphabet, just... And it starts with X? Wait, what the heck are we talking about here? Library, the way. The way. X, Y, Z, A, B, Z. So X is the first word. Okay, maybe it's not about the entire alphabet. So we just need the first... Okay, wait. Assume page count starts on title pages. So the first word on the title page is the. Okay, let's write that down here. The. So it's a 4... I'm assuming we're looking for a 4-word clue. Then in the green book, CA. Okay. What's the green book? Lunar renamed. It could be drafting strategy. Draw. We don't have an F. Draw. Dude, I don't remember what the books were called. It has a moon on it. Stars? No. Realm. Realm. Something about realm. What was the book about the realm? Wait. Okay. Okay, if we go for realm. Realm. Rune? No, rune? No, wait, what? If it's like rune... Rune and Realm. Rune and Realm. Okay. Rune and Realm. Do I have that book is the question. Oh, God. Rune and Realm. The problem is, do I have that book? That's annoying. I'm just probably going to look it up online quickly. Realm and Rune was it was called. We need... the problem is... we need page 3. How do I know which page is which? Oh, that's the Sigils book. Oh, wait, that's the Sigils book. So we can actually just go to my notes. So I'm not getting spoiled. Rune... I think I stored that under Sigils. Okay. That's page 1, page 2, page 3. The core is page 3. No, the sigil is page 3. Damn it. Ugh, I should have put... they should have put page numbers on here, or I should have done that. I don't know. I'm looking for CA. Now, the thing is, C is XYZ ABC. So the 6th page, word XYZA. Page 6, word 4, I think. Page 6, word 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's page 6, word 4. Routes. The routes. I have no idea if that's correct. This might be completely wrong. Although the routes kind of make sense. It kind of makes sense, I have to admit. Next one, Violet. BY. We need BY. Let's write that down here. BY. That is XYZAB. So page 5, XY, word 2. That's what we're looking for. In book Violet. Oh, that's Violet. A new clue is Violet. Right? Yeah. Look, wait. Uncle Or. A new clue. Okay, perfect. So actually in this book, we need to go to page... this seems correct. I have a good feeling. Page 5, word 2. Page 5. Oh, I made a mistake. Because these are 2 pages. Okay, page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, what? Page 1? Or is that considered a page? Page 1, page 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that considered a page? Nah, and no book works like this. The page is always counted like this. Page 1, page 2, 3, 4, 5. But that means we're here. And we're looking for word 2. Had. The routes had. That doesn't seem correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The routes looked. Had or looked? I don't know. I need to look at this again in the Sigils book. So that's page... What did I even say? Page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be page 6. No, page C. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Yeah. Page 6, X, Y, Z, A. Word 4. Page 6, word 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. The. Okay, the way I did it before was like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Routes. Let's try the last one first. Before we... let's try to get a big picture out of this before we try to draft the 6s. We already did that. That is the fixed stars. That's why it's cut off, so we don't exactly know that they mean a book by that. We copied that out very early on, the first time we got the observatory, I think. I'm scrolling a lot, so my index finger is actually kind of starting to hurt. Here. But I didn't copy out the full book, of course. I only copied out what I thought was important. This is so dumb. Can we look at the whole book? What do we even need? I need ZX. That's page 3, word 1. I think, right? Page 3. 1, 2, 3. North. North. The routes looked north. What? This one was AX, which is page XYZ. A, page 4, word 1. Which is probably not the page 4. Wait, did I say page 4? Oh, I did this completely wrong. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Word 1, he. He routes looked north. Dude, what the frick? Surely they mean that this is page 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is still the. You can't tell me that 2 pages are 1 page. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So P6 in 6, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Word 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. This doesn't make any sense to me. Let me look up this book online just to be sure that I actually get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The. I'm so confused. How can this also be the? I'm just going to use this official book now because I'm not sure if I have made the correct screenshots. So in a new clue we need page 5, word 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. There is no freaking words on here. Or do they mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Page 5, word 2. Looked. Had looked. Alright, so I did have to look this next step up because I couldn't figure it out. So apparently we need those letters that we just discovered, which I didn't realize would be connected to this. I thought this was a code for something. And then we put those letters in here. And that means, wait, X equals 8, Y equals 7, and Z equals 3. A, B, C. Okay. So that's our key. I didn't realize this was like a lookup thing. Like the correlation between these two things was not strong enough for me. I guess since those two are very close here, they are somewhat associated with each other. Tricky in my opinion, to be honest, to make that connection. I would be curious to know how many of you actually made that connection yourself without looking it up. I'll put down a quiz next to the description where you can honestly, please be honest, reply whether you figured that out without looking it up or without following another YouTuber or streamer. When you played the game, were you able to figure out this cryptic lookup yourself, or did you have to look it up, or did you have to look up any kind of clue like I did just now? I feel like that's very tricky to correlate. I don't know. Okay. Now, given that, we can readjust our key here. And we can actually delete what I did here because that's completely wrong. So A is actually 8. And X is... No, wait. A is 10. Jeez. Starting to make mistakes already. And X is 8. C is 13. And A is 10. B is 1 and Y is 7. Z is 3 and X is 8. Okay. Okay, with that in mind, let's try again. So this is Red Prince. This is this the... No, wait, this is the stars one. This is the runes. No, wait, this is the clue. And this is the runes, right? So for the new clue one, we need 1, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sundial. That already seems very wrong. Like the way we have to count that, like in this weird order. Oops, where am I? In this weird order, I don't even know if I did that correctly. Red Prince. What am I even looking for? I'm looking for 10, 8. 1, 2. Is that a page though? I'm sure that's a page. 10, 8. Now that we have the correct numbers, probably these are probably all pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn. Sundial turn. No, wait, turn here. The runes 13, 10. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Word 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Scorched. Turn scorched sundial. So we have to turn the sundial? Burn it? What? Stars 3, 8. 10, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Word 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There isn't even 8 words here. Oh no, page 3. What did I do? Page 3, word 8. Dang it. How can I screw up? 1, 2, 3, word 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Base. Base. Turn scorched sundial. Turn scorched sundial base. What the heck? I mean, that at least that means something. Let's put that in here. So I need to scorch the sundial bay and then turn the base. I mean, there's only one sundial in the orchard. Orchard? I'm still not sure how to pronounce that. Do we have to burn it and then turn its base? Why would we be able to burn that though? I mean, I guess we're gonna try. For that I need the burning glass though. Jesus, man, I've been recording for 90 minutes already. This took me forever, holy cow. This was tricky, but also because I didn't get it. Not sure. It's a cool puzzle, but the correlation between the clues is a bit finicky. Okay, usually I like to see what we get here first. So the goal then, for now, is to get a... Dude, my brain is already mush now. What is the goal? The goal is to get a torch from the armory. I don't think I want to craft the burning glass. And... I don't know. Storeroom. And then we'll go to the sundial, scorch it. I mean, I'm assuming that's what they mean. Which is very weird, to be honest. And then we'll also try... We need to keep at least one key. So that we can use that key in the treasure trove to open the Let's do that. To open this trove chest, because that apparently needs to have a key. Otherwise, we might want to get the code check. Sorry, my speaking is... I'm already tired. I'm already tired from this puzzle. Otherwise, we might need the hammer to smash that chest. That trunk. Dang it. Let's get a conservatory here if possible. No. We can redraw, however. Oh. I might actually go for the armory here. Then we can immediately go for... I think I might actually do that. Break room would give us keys, which is cool. But I kind of want to move onwards with that theory now. Let's get this. So we can get a star tomorrow. We'll get this to scorch the sundial. And this just for good measure. Okay. Let's scorch that sundial. And I do still have a path forward. I didn't even really consider my pathing here. My brain capacity has been exhausted. I don't know, it wasn't really... The problem with that puzzle for me, it wasn't really difficult. I just... Where am I going? Yeah, I didn't know. I wasn't able to correlate the clues. I didn't feel like... maybe that was just me. Like, feel free to tell me your thoughts in the comments. To me, these clues just were too disconnected. So the base... Oh. Oh. Aha, you have to select specific... What the heck am I doing? What am I doing? Do I need to align it? Oh. Wait. Did I just randomly... No, wait. Did I just randomly put them in the right position? I wanted to align them with the pointy thing. That's why I put it here, but it just opened now for some reason. Why? Okay, that was probably just sheer luck. If there was an additional step involved, figuring out how to put these properly, then I totally just skipped that. Okay, we get the 3 microchips from the grotto. We put them in there. So here they just make sure that we have the 3 microchips as well, which were in the vase, in the ground, and one was in here, right? Then this closes again. Yeah, and one of you mentioned in the comments that each of the microchips likely contained one of the binary ASCII codes. So if there is a 4th microchip somewhere, that one, or a 5th one even, then those would contain additional letters. So castle, cloak... What's the other one? Court? And castle is like so similar to the castle puzzle, and they all start with C. Maybe we need more C letters somehow. Insert, insert, insert. The satellite. Finally. Some of you spoke about this satellite for so long and I didn't know what that was. The satellite dish has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Oh, a major step forward again. New experimental data packets can now be uploaded to the laboratory from Sinca, and inbound electronic mail and communications from offsite will no longer be blocked. Okay, wait. New experimental data packets can now be uploaded to the laboratory. Experimental data packets, what is that? And inbound electronic mail and communications from offsite will no longer be blocked. So we need to go to mail and to the lab to do things. Okay. Well, I'm gonna... Do I leave this in here? I think I can leave this in here for now. Otherwise, I'll probably deactivate the satellite again, which would not be that great. So I guess we want to go for the lab, and then from there we can also do RTA to the office, or the other way around. Now, since we are here, I will quickly check if I can use a key over there. It costs me a few steps, but I'd prefer figuring that out before anything else. No. And to be honest, this looks this lock looks just very weird. It's the Orindia sigil symbol. Or is it, I think this is the Orindia symbol, right? So a key doesn't do anything. But it has a keyhole though, it's not like the cursed chest. Although the cursed chest also had a keyhole, or did it not? I don't remember. But I think it said it cannot be opened with a key. Which matches the story about it had to be broken or something, right? Okay, let's see if we can get there. I think the sundial will remain the way it is since I inserted the microchips, just the way the grotto stayed the same as well. And the satellite dish here is a permanent upgrade, so that won't go away. Right. And it also looks like we have all the upgrades. Like, I don't know how they would add additional upgrades here now. Alright, let's see if we can move onwards. The rumpus room again. I don't even know exactly what I want. I think I'm just gonna go with the reading nook. I would like to have an office or a library. Alright, so let's go with the reading nook for the key, or the parlor. Maybe we go for the parlor for now. For the gems. I feel like I need gems more desperately. Let's see how tricky today's parlor will be. No, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. The gems are in the blue box. The blue box has at least one true statement. The white box has at least one true statement. The gems are in a box with two statements. That is true. Okay, how do we approach this? It's like with these, we actually even have to think about how to approach these now. It's very different from what we used to have with the single statement ones. I like that they kind of added this additional layer with the two statement ones. I just wish they would have started with that earlier. Because for the first, I don't even know, 50 episodes, there was just these simple ones, and it got way too simple. I made barely any mistakes. I made maybe like 1 or 2 mistakes in the first 50 episodes, as far as I remember at least. So it got a bit boring, but now these are extremely tricky again. Although sometimes a little bit unfair, I feel like. Okay, so we have to definitely focus on the two statement ones. We need to identify which ones are purely true and which ones are purely false. So here, that is true. So that means if the top one is true, this is a pure true box. The gems are in a box with two statements. So if the gems are in blue or in black, this could be true. The gems are in the blue box. If this is true, then the gems are in blue, and this will also be a true box. That means this would be purely false box. The blue box has at least one true statement, which would be true. The white box has at least one true statement, which would also be true. This would also be a true box, so this cannot be the solution. So if the top statement is true, so I don't think this can be the purely true box. And if that's not the purely true box, it has to be the purely false one, because both statements are equal. So if the gems are in a box with two statements is false, then that is false true. That means the gems would be in white. This would be purely false. This would also be purely false. Then this would need to be purely true. The blue box has at least one true statement. The white box has at least one true statement. No, this would also be purely false. Then everything is purely false. Oh god. Jesus. Oh. Okay, again. The gems are in a box with two statements. If that is true, then that is true. The second statement is true as well, which makes this a pure true statement box. And then this one, the gems are in the blue box. Oh, I guess this could be false because it is in black. So this could be purely true because it could be in black. This could be purely false because it is in black. And this could be mixed. The blue box has at least one true statement, which is true. The white box has at least one true statement. No. Well, yeah, this could be mixed. This is the mixed box. This is the false box because it's in black. This is the true box. Okay, I'm going to go for black. Yes, okay. Yeah, maybe I'm getting a bit more of the hang of this again. Maybe that's also just an illusion. Okay, not a big fan of our options. Security. Maybe we'll go for the chapel, because I would like to get the security a bit later so we don't have to backtrack that much. So let's do chapel. Loading up that piggy a little bit. Then maybe reading nook because I don't want to waste doors. Okay. Lose half your steps. I'm not going to do that, but we could go for the library, which connects us to the foundation, but then we need a good option at the foundation to continue on, otherwise we're locked out. They were, so when we had this, I know they were here. When we had this tape from the security, they were looking at something from here in this shelf. The question is, can we interact with anything here? I wanted to try that real quick. Sometimes they don't show you icons about interacting. Sometimes they make you click on things, like in the cloister where you just have to click on the base. Nah, it doesn't seem to be the case though. Unless you have to hit exactly the right book, which seems unlikely. Okay. Yeah, fine. Okay, first I'm gonna go back. Okay, trophy room would be great. Let's go with trophy room instead of pantry. Why was there fire here? Did you see that fire? Oh, that's so funny. Probably because he places the rooms and the particle system is pre-warmed is what we call it. So he places the rooms with the fire pointing north. So the fire was probably here. And because the particle system was preloaded, the fire was already burning. So the particles were already in space. And then he rotates the room in the same frame, but the particles are still in the air. Even though the fire is now over there. And then they evaporate, but we see them just going off. That's so interesting. So he places the rooms, then rotates them. And his problem is that, yeah, that's interesting. It's so cool. All right. How would you even do that? You probably would have to disable all... So you have to disable all particle systems by default before spawning the room. Then you spawn the room, you rotate it. Then you activate the particle system, pre-warmed, to get the same effect without the glitch. Alright. I like these little details. I like figuring this out. To prevent myself from making the same mistakes. We have a lot of gems, so let's just go for the observatory to the left. The inkwell because we're at 50, okay. I'm not gonna... I mean, I always say I'm not gonna use it and then I end up using it. Okay, what's here? Wow. Terrible options. What are we gonna do? The corridor would cost us the least amount of doors. Or I could redraw. But I'm not gonna redraw for a start. Let's just put down the corridor. So we can save ourselves a door. Then we'll move back. And hopefully we get somewhere here. To the right. With a pantry. Yeah, it's tight here because we only have one way to continue. So I'm definitely in need of some more options. The gift shop. Not that I would need it. We could go for the West Wing Hall since we can only place that here on the west either way. That then we can place anywhere. And then we stay on rank for now. Break room for keys or kitchen for food? Maybe keys are more important right now. Oops, yeah, of course that doesn't work. Wait, am I on the leaderboard? No. I don't think this leaderboard is anything. Although... Rules for staff. 1 point per consecutive dartboard solved during breaks. Each week, point totals reset and weekly leader gets an extended lunch. Now, this has to be something. I just don't know what yet. And I just screwed one up, so... it doesn't say anything about points being reset. I don't know. What is that times? 6 is 6 times 2 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3 minus... What? 1 plus 2 is 3 times 3. Minus 3 is 0 times 15 is 0 plus 2 is 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Times 4 is minus 4. Squared is 16. Okay. Oh, the keycard. Very good. That is very good. Right, to the right. Can't go to the right. Except with a gym. Should I put down a gym? Is the question. Maybe I'll put down a gym. Kind of have to. But I'm gonna go back first and see how we continue on here. Maybe I shouldn't have used the key here. Oh well. Maybe I'll put down the courtyard. Not a big fan of this, the way I drafted this corner. Chest there. Okay, let's see. Maybe we'll put down the dining room here so we have options. But I'll go here first. I'll lose a couple steps, but that's okay. We get the dining room later. We lose more keys. Oh, we need to get the security now. Okay, good. Okay, we'll get the security. We'll increase security. The offline mode should be locked, I think. Then the question is, do I want to RTA to the lab or to the office? I think the office is rarer. I rarely use the office, so I'm gonna RTA to the office because we likely still get a lab today. Oh, electronic mail. Data transfer. Press enter to view available data packets. One data packet is currently available. Data packet source Synca Labs. Packet advanced experiments. A collection of lab experiments designed for experienced technicians. Press E to download. Connecting to Synca. Downloading packet. So I can do this from here. Eight new experimental triggers. 8 new experimental effects. Oh. Data packet contains, each time you draft an upgraded floor plan, each time you access a different terminal today, the first time you enter each room on rank 9. Oh, so that trigger, the first time you enter each room on rank 9, that allows you to trigger it 5 times. For, well, a maximum number of 5 times. For each room you draft in the next 40 seconds. Oof. That's scary. For each room with a fireplace. The next times you view your map. Oh. Oh. Although it's a crazy trigger. If you have a lot of steps, you could just do that and do your allowance 10 times. That's crazy. Wow. Each time you pull a different antechamber lever, each time you draft a tomorrow room, lower the reservoir by 1. And where does the water go? What if you run out of water? Stock your... Do we also have an increased reservoir by 1? You need to get water somehow again, no? Stock your pantry with fruit. Unseal one of the antechamber doors. Permanently increase your lockpicking skill. Permanently increase your lockpicking skill? Does that mean I can lockpick more when I have the lockpicking kit? Or do I not need the lockpicking kit anymore then? Gain 1 random item, then set your keys to 0. Remove a crate from the tunnel. Remove a crate from the tunnel? What the heck is all of this? Gain 1 key for each 30 steps you have. Lose half your steps, then gain 4 ivory die. What's an ivory die again? Is it just a regular die? Wait. So this is actually crazy. There's some things in here that are super weird. So the ones I want to... Well, this is certainly an interesting one, but I don't want to run out of water, so I'm scared. So if you can tell me if that's an irreversible damaging thing once I run out of water, like let me know in the comments. That would be important to know, because I think this could be important, but I don't want... Yeah, I don't want to screw myself over. This is certainly something I would go for, because it just improves our general ability to navigate dimension. Remove 1 crate from the tunnel. I mean, that has to be about the tunnel where we found a blueprint with the 2 torches in there. So we can get through there. Apparently. Actually, this is probably my priority number 1. And this might be my priority 2. This is pretty good as well. This is crazy if you have a really good effect. Let's say, for example, in combination with that one, and you have 70 steps or something, you could just remove 7 crates at the time and then just call it a day. But that makes major progress. Maybe I'll do that at some point. I don't know how many crates there are, but there's probably, like, it looked like 10, 20, 30. It looked like a lot of crates. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay. Let's save this quickly. Okay, crazy. So I might actually want to do... Yeah, let's instantly RTA to... Okay, wait, I got a data transfer thing. Satellite dish. New Can you even read that? No, you can't read it. Where do I go? I have to go this way. New experimental data packets can now be uploaded to the laboratory from Synca. We did that. And inbound electronic mail and communications from off-site staff announcements will no longer be blocked. Staff announcements? Where was that? I remember there was something about staff announcements, but where? Was that in the office? No. Staff services. Staff announcements. Ah, look at that. Oh, we read that. If you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you. Oh, new. It says new at the top. Hey, Simon, how was your first day on the estate? Hopefully you're not having too much trouble drafting rooms, as it can be a bit overwhelming. I'm normally in charge of drafting the rooms for the day each morning, so I know how it goes. Annie. Oh, so Annie just kind of lays out the room for everyone. But if you have staff members that are in their room and then you forget to draft their room, so they're just locked in their room in the abyss, in the void somewhere, or what? How does that work? Just to let everyone know, the estate has been cut off from outside communications, so I don't think Simon's going to be seeing anything posted here for the time being more. Now you tell me. And I'm guessing that means the electronic mail accounts are disabled as well. Now you tell me. And I'm guessing that means the electronic mail accounts are disabled as well. Annie Babbage. Yes, he should only be able to access data currently on the system, so if he does figure out the network password, he should be able to read any emails that were on the system on November 6th, as that is when satellite communications were shut down. I'm getting anxious. Does anyone have any updates on Simon's progress? No real word on his progress yet, but it's very hard to say without access to the network from here. I'm monitoring a few things from the offices in Synca, but it doesn't really paint a picture of what's happening over there. Your guess is as good as mine. But now since we restored communications, maybe he gets a chance to connect and see what we did. Maybe there's even cameras still around, although I haven't seen any, that took footage of us. It's been a month now. Does anyone know when we are expected to return to work? I know we don't have much information at this time about what's happening on the estate, but my sister is planning a trip in a week, and that it'd be nice to know if this indefinite leave has any expected end date. Bridget. Bridget. Who's Bridget? I just remember her from the pantry note. Is she the one? She's the one that went to get the fruit or something. Hey Bridget, thanks for checking in. It's a bit complicated, but the short answer is no. We don't really know when we will be going back to work, so by all means take that trip and have fun. These indefinite furloughs only happen once in a career. Yes, and I'd like to add that even if Simon has found room 46, he will very likely want some additional time alone on the estate to adjust before he summons us back to resume work. If I were placing bets, I would say it's going to at least be another month, maybe longer. So another month, since we are on day 60, that's 2 months, which kind of is exactly now. So interesting that he mentions 2 months time, and we're basically here exactly after 2 months, because this is day, I don't even remember which day. Oh, I skipped something. Maybe longer. Merry Christmas, Simon. As her ladyship used to call your mother, Merry Christmas, which relates to the word thing that we just read as well, the Mary and Merry. We wanted to let you know that we've left some presents for you in the boudoir today. Hopefully next year we'll be able to celebrate this day together. Your friends in faithful service. Oh, are the presents maybe only there on the 25th, which I assumed, or would they stay until I open them? Maybe they would just stay because nobody... But how would they even put them there? Did they come here on Christmas and put them there overnight? Faithful, they stay together. Farewell 1993, hello 1994. The future is looking up and we're all looking forward to getting back to work. Happy New Year, Simon. Monday. A few nights ago, I saw Florealis in the sky, which is incredibly auspicious since tomorrow marks the beginning of Morachai's winter harvest and the celebration of the third paragon, Rina. The farmers of Morachai always refer to the angels by their natural order, a preference Herbert adopted in his final years after his trip there. Oh, so probably the order written in the will is the natural order. Since the will is probably, or the deed, or the will, I don't remember, is written by Herbert, so that is their natural order. Okay, that's all. So do we have to activate them in that order? I'll try that next when we get the tomb. So we have the staff announcements. So I guess I'm gonna do... can I do punch in out? Okay, we can't do the punch in out. We can... We cannot do the schedule change either. We can do special orders. What would we want? Is there anything I would want? Not really. Maybe the... I mean, we've never done this, so let's do the metal detector because it's just good. This order is estimated to take 1 to 2 days. Approve order. Okay, our first order placed after 2 months of playing, so... Let's see, glossary. I don't really like the glossary data transfers. I think we did that. No data packets are available. There will be more probably of those data packets. Log out. No, I need to do RTA to the lab to do an experiment. Let's go to the lab. Quite some progress today indeed. So the next thing we will do... What's the next thing? So even now, let me think about this. So the trove is obviously the next thing I would like to do, but I don't know how to open that. We'll try with the sledgehammer. Otherwise, we have the crates to remove now, which opens something. We need to do a lot of experiments, so we need to really prioritize those crates. What's packet management? You may use this tool to create your own custom packet of experiments, mixing and matching from all available experiments. Create custom packet. Select 8 or more experimental triggers. Each time you unlock... Oh, so the security door is very good. Ah. Wait, I have to go back. What the heck is this? We can pause experiment in case we want to like start, for example, the map one where you open the map to trigger, but then you only want to do that 3 times or something. You can pause it. I see. You may use this tool to create your own custom packet of experiments, mixing and matching from all available experimental triggers and effects. Okay, so we want to have something that triggers a lot, such as the security door. The trash is pretty good, as well as the gems, and the chest is also pretty good. That's kind of alright. That's alright too. For each room with a fireplace, for every room you draft, and then each time you access a different terminal. That doesn't happen very much because there are not that many terminals. Each time you draft an upgraded floor plan. Each time you draft a different level. Then the next time that you review your map, which is crazy. Each time you draft a tomorrow room. 1, 2. Okay, is there any one of the ones I didn't select which are... I want to optimize for the ones I can trigger often. Apple is kind of good as well. Shop room is kind of good as well. Maybe I actually would prefer going for the shop one. Each bedroom you draft after your second, not a big fan. Archived, not a big fan. Hallway after another hallway, not a big fan. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps is just... there's not that many red rooms, 8 I think, and then you lose 5 steps. How many times can we even do that? For each room with a fireplace you draft. No. That's time gated. I don't like that with the 40 seconds. Terminals, I don't like that. An upgraded floor plan is okay. We have a few of those already, so I might actually go for that. Which one would I discard? I don't know. Each time you pull a different antechamber lever, there is 6 of those. Each time you draft a tomorrow room, I think it's actually quite alright. I think that's a pretty good set. Those are the good ones. I think at least. Select 8 or more effects. Gain 1 key, no, set your steps, which is pretty good. But add a small chest, no. Gain a star is good. 3 golds, spread dirt, set your dice to 2, 3 aquariums, a letter will be delivered, which is cool. Lose half your steps, gain 1, permanently increase your lockpicking skills, gain 1 key, unseal a door of the antechamber, which is cool. Remove a crate from the tunnel. I don't know if lowering the reservoir is good. Stock pantry, allowance. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 more. I feel like lowering the reservoir by 1 is pretty good. The question is just where the water goes. That's definitely something I would like to know. So if you can help me out with that. I don't want to waste water and then I don't have any anymore. Maybe stocking the pantry with fruit. See, that would be good if I could then eat the fruit to trigger another experiment, but I can only do 1 experiment, so... maybe this gain 1 key gem or die is okay. Set your steps to 40. I mean, that would also be cool to chain it together with the trigger when opening the map. Lose 10 steps and trigger, but you can't combine these, so... Add a small chest. Set your dice to 2. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, I think that's my selection for now. Let's even see what that does. Custom experiment packet successfully created. Press enter to return. Packet management. But when does this packet come into effect? Is this now always in effect? Or is it just in the rotation? Experiment setup, let's see. Continue with experiment. Okay. This seems to be my custom package. While drafting, if you... Okay, well, which of the effects do we even want? We could deliver letters or do the stars or unseal. I don't really need to go to the antechamber today, so maybe we'll do the letters. We don't have many trunks today. We're getting to the 9th rank soon. So we could do that. So that gives us 5 letters if there are even that many. So let's try. Was that the custom package I just created? I don't know. Okay, let's try to... Which one is rank 9 even? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's the top thing. Oh, I thought it was this one. Rank 9 is here. Okay. So let's first go to the bottom part here. For example, with an aquarium. Gift shop would work too, but I think an aquarium might be better. Then let's go down first. Maybe we can like put a dead end down here or something. Or maybe we'll see if we can continue north from here. Okay. Not a huge fan of the options, but I might go with commissary in that case. So we can potentially buy something. I'll buy the shovel for sure. And the set of gems. I don't think I need the magnifying glass. I don't think I need more gems as well. Maybe we could get a freezer today as well. Okay, we could do a break room again. I might sleep in the break room today to get the keycard tomorrow. We have 2 break rooms soon. Or I do a throne room because that gives me a lever. Oh, it gives me the north lever though. That's not useful. I need a different lever. Because if I enter the antechamber, I trigger the experiment, which gives me a letter. So maybe I'll go with the break room. Uh, 10 times 11 is 110. Rounded to 100 divided by 12 is 25. 10, 150. 200 divided by 10 is... Wait, what? 10 times 15 is 150. Rounded is 200. Divided by 10 is 20. Divided by 10 is 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Double squared is 16. Okay. Yeah, keys are important. Let's see if we can go to the right here. Not really. I could look at the showroom again. Maybe that has something interesting for me. I think I want to look at the showroom just to look again at what's on offer here, because I did not do that very often. Moon Pendant. If you call it a day while wearing the Moon Pendant, you will start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your inventory. That's actually pretty good. Ornate Compass. While drafting, you may rotate the first floor. Okay, you draw. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing. You are more likely to draw tomorrow rooms. What does that mean? Does that mean after drawing, so the 3 options come up, and then I can rewind. Oh, so that they come up again. I need to figure out what that is, man. What's the silver spoon? Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice that many. That's actually pretty good. Should I try some of these? I think the Moon Pendant is pretty good because it's a tomorrow thing. Then the silver spoon gets me a lot of steps for today. I'm kind of in need for steps. But I also would like to figure out the chronograph. While drafting, you may rewind time. I have to figure out what that is. It's so weird. I'm not going to go for the money right now. Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice as many steps. Yeah, okay. I don't really need that many more steps today. I need to trigger experiments. It's like one of my main next things. Okay, I think I'm gonna try going to the left here. I did increase security, but not that many doors are showing up. Keys for sale. Probably gonna put down the locksmith. So I can get a dead end out of the way, and maybe we can get a special key or a lockpicking kit. Let's get a special key. It didn't buy Oh, it didn't. It didn't buy it because I exited it? Do I need to wait? I pressed escape during the sequence. Do I need to wait until it's done? Yeah, now it deducted the money. Okay, so you have to wait until this cutscene is done. Interesting. Let me get 3 keys as well as the lockpicking kit. So we have some more keys. And then we'll try to push onwards to the right through security. Freezer. Might go for the den now. Then we'll try going to the right here. There's a lot of dead ends at this point. Should I just put down a planetarium? I'm getting a lot of dead ends, which I'm not a big fan of right now. So maybe we'll see... Okay, I can lockpick this, that's good. We could do the code check for the power hammer. Although the cloister might be more important here. It's a very good spot for the cloister. Let's do it. And we get a meal served, which is also good. I don't think I need to go in here now. Let's see if we can... Okay. Probably putting down the rotunda. I don't really need to rotate it for now. But I would like to fill up the right side. And can we then put down a shop here? Which would also be good for our allowance. No, we cannot. But we can put down the code check in theory. Maybe I should do the code check and see if I can hammer open the trove thing. A trove chest. If I manage to get enough steps in the end. I think I'm going to try that. I just have to make sure I bring it back. The hammer, I mean. Okay, let's do the... Oh, I have a shovel. I forgot that I have a shovel. I'm so... It doesn't really matter. I need to go back all the way anyway, so I might as well use the shovel when going back. 6 steps is good. Okay, let's explore the right side. I have a silver key here. Should I use the silver key here is the question. I could. Might be a good spot for the silver key, actually. Locker room, sauna, pump room, conference room. This also gives me 2 trunks, which I can open. I might go for the pool. There's not really a lot specific things I want to do today anymore. Don't need that. I'll have this. Okay. I need to trigger experiments over the next couple days to get the crates out of the way. Oh, conservatory. Very good. I need to be careful though what I'm doing with the conservatory. Experiment successful. Alright. I don't really like the terrace that much. It's a standard room, because I do have the spare room to trigger that effect. I already have that effect, so unless there is something specific about the terrace, this is also standard. This is unusual. See, I think these are already pretty good rarities, except the terrace. I could make that unusual. It only shows up on the east wing. And I never get it, because I already have the effect. It takes up valuable space, because everywhere where you get the terrace, you could also get the greenhouse, which I would prefer in almost all cases. You guys told me not to make things more rarer than the default unless I'm sure that I don't need it anymore. The problem in this game is you're never sure. Unless you've done everything and looked up whether there's anything else to do in the game and you're absolutely sure, and the internet is sure as well, that's when you know you're done. Otherwise, you're never sure whether you're actually done. Which is kind of a problem. So I'm worried about making the... Maybe I'll put down the mail room here so we can look at the mail that I just got. Because I don't really want anything else. It also gives me a package tomorrow, which is good. Okay. Dear Simon, after giving it some thought, I've decided I'm going to continue helping you. I also just had a small chat with the probate lawyer, and he assures me there's nothing in the Baron's instructions that would preclude me from offering you my modest assistance. So let me tell you what I know. About a week before Sinclair died, something rather curious happened. A few lab assistants were called by Miss Babbage, the house manager, to remove several floor plans from Sinclair's drafting studio. Typically, all of the unused floor plans are kept there, and I have never heard of them being moved to another location. Nor would I presume to guess the reason for such an action. I'm not sure which floor plans were removed or where they were moved to. Save 1, which I was instructed to remove. Save 1, which I was instructed to remove myself. Oops. Assuming it was not moved again after I hid it, you should be able to find it in the observatory hidden within the lens compartment of the Yeah, okay. If there was a reason behind the removal of these floor plans from the drafting studio, hopefully this will serve as the first illuminating step towards finding out why. Okay, that's not very useful. Do we have a stamp on the... No, it's the default stamp again on that one. Hey Simon, I'm going to assume at this point you've likely reached the upper ranks of the house and run into our keycard security doors. These are actually a fairly new addition to the house that were designed by Kirk Darren and myself and were installed after an unfortunate incident 2 years ago when some of your uncle's correspondence was stolen by a member of the staff who had somehow managed to reach a room that they should not have been able to find. We're still not 100% sure how he got past the antechamber seals, but it was clear after that episode that not every member of the staff should have unchecked access to the higher ranks of the estate. It's important to note here that in my own experience, I have found every other member of the staff to be extremely trustworthy and unwavering in their loyalty to your uncle. Still, after that incident, we've decided to err against our own confidences and opted to install a state-of-the-art security system, in issuing keycards to only the most trusted members of the senior staff. If you find the security doors become an annoyance while you are attempting to navigate the house, you should be able to lower their frequency from the security terminal, and there is even a nifty trick to unlock them by utilizing the utility closet in conjunction with the security settings. Are they saying, oh, this could be that we can disable the security doors by default and then cause a blackout or disable them or something? What is this? This looks like the utility closet buttons we can press, right? If you make some of them black and other white, although black might be off and white might be on. Yeah, I don't quite know. Maybe we can disable the security doors for certain rarities by configuring the closet correctly. Oh, treasure map. Yeah, I forgot about that. This looks like the spot. A lot of money, okay. It's like 30 usually, 40. Interesting. So each room has its own way of digging up these spots because this is completely different. Interesting. That's cool. I like that. That's a nice little detail. So I'm not going to change the rarity of the freaking... Although... I think it's fine. Now let's actually do the terrace. Let's put it in unusual. Like the terrace only spawns on the east side. But it only spawns when you access it from, like, not from the bottom or from the top, only when you access it from the second to the right column. Then you have a very high chance for the terrace. I think it's fine. Scared. See, in those cases, I would often just prefer to get the... I don't know. I'm scared. Maybe let me know if I should do the terrace next time when I get the chance. Alright, we have 34 steps left. I'm gonna get the power hammer now. We only have to get over here to the dining room, then we explore this side. Then we'll eat at the dining room, and then we'll make our way to the foundation, which is not that far away. Retrieve item. Power hammer, thank you. Ivory dye. 2 pieces. Or are these just dies? Where are they? No, they are called ivory dye. Okay, I thought maybe ivory dye is some special dye. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, we lose a few steps here again. Okay, but we can dig up a couple things. Steps are important right now. Alright. Can definitely try to put down a freezer in a minute. Should I go for a freezer? Maybe I should. But I don't have the blessing, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to get enough money. Or should I get the freezer for the... Yeah. Freezer is generally good. I'm definitely gonna sleep in security. In break room. So maybe I'll eat here quickly, then try the power hammer. Yeah, have dinner. Brings us back up to 60 steps. That will be enough. Then we'll return the power hammer. Where do I need to go? Through the pantry. Then I will return the power hammer again. Then we can try putting down a freezer, maybe. Using our 4 dice that we have. I would like to get into these top ranks here as well. Okay, donating to the fountain. And then we'll check. I have the power hammer. Oof. I thought maybe I had to pick it up from the code check. But like sometimes like in the workshop where they put it on the table and you have to pick it up. Nah, that doesn't work either. Ah, this is annoying. Okay. And we can't actually do that because we need a key. It seems. But where will we get that? I have no idea. I've never heard of some special key. We can get the boxes out of the way. That's like... Okay, we did the sundial, which gave us the satellite dish, which gave us additional experiments. And the only thing that the experiments gave us is the ability to move these crates. What am I doing here? I don't want to get here. Let's quickly look at the crates. We have enough steps. So do we have to get through the steps? Is that really the only way to move forward? Don't tell me it starts removing these crates here as well. These are useless. How many crates are we talking about? Damn, there's a lot of crates. I hope they removed... No, they will remove them on the sides. They won't remove this one because this one contains a letter. They can't remove this one. Damn, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need at least 10, maybe even 30 of these to be removed. Can't really see. Holy boy. So I need to actually play and just get some of these crates removed. Which is sheer luck to get that experiment. I'm not a big fan. I don't want to go here. Not a big fan of that. It elongates just the entire experience. It's kind of... That's really the biggest flaw of the game. It has been designed to really stretch the experience. If I would have made the game... And I know you guys like that a lot, like the way it's done. But if I would have made the game... And I've been thinking about making a similar game on my other channel at some point. A Prince-like. But I would implement mechanics that the player has an option to do the exact thing they wanted to do. By tilting things in their favor. And allowing that to happen consciously. I'm gonna fill up the chapel now with a couple coins. I do have enough steps. Yeah, let's put some coins into the chapel. Like a few. I don't know how many. Maybe that many. How many steps do I need? Not too many, but I'll still keep that because I still need to get back. So I think the crates are the next path forward. Let me know if there is other things I'm missing. I can't go through here. I wouldn't know. I think I've solved the new clue book now. So the crates are the only thing forward. And I hope that leads me to that key that I need in the trove. Okay. Okay, that's checked. Next we'll go finish up here, top left. Yeah, I don't know. I also would like to check out the chronograph because I don't know what I can do here. How would I use the chronograph now? I just I've drawn steps. How would I use the chronograph now? Don't get it. I can rewind time, but how? Don't get it. Maybe I'll use a die here. Don't like the option. Oh! Now it says rewind last draft. Wait, I have to quickly try that. So it gives me back my key. No, it does not give me back my key. God damn it. So I just lost the key for nothing. Okay, but it gave me the lab. Why would I undo? Okay, I get how it works now. But it does not undo the cost, which is a bit weird, no? If you rewind time, shouldn't you also get back the cost you paid? It's a bit weird. I could combine something, or why should I get the lab? This is all pretty useless. Maybe I'll just put down the workshop for now. Does it have an item there? It has the battery. Don't really need the battery. Okay, I understand how the chronograph works now. I don't know why I would use that though. Then I'm probably gonna go for the veranda. Just to be able to move forward. Why would I use the chronograph? Oh, I should have picked this up first. I don't get it. Seems to be a very niche skill. Okay, now we can go with the lab to get access to the right. And then we'll use the remaining keys, dice. Where is there something? Ah, here. We'll try to use the remaining dice to get a furnace. A freezer, Well. Freezes your accounts. What else could I possibly want? But I won't be able to get it tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just get it. And then I do have the torch. Which allows me to unfreeze all of this stuff again. Not that it's super useful. Why are there even gems in here? Because you can't add them to your account anyways. Unless you unfreeze yourself. Okay. Alright. Well, we have a couple more letters, right? I can go read some more letters. We should have 2 more. And we have 13 steps, so I can go... Where is the mail room? Oh, it's really far away. 13 steps. I need to get to a break room. So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I won't be able to get to a break room. So we'll read the letters next time. They're not going away. And instead we're calling it here now. in the break room. Yeah, we will be getting a few effects tomorrow. A key card from the break room. We are frozen, so we start with a lot of gems and money. We have the moon pendant. And we'll get 2 items back. Whatever those might be. I can't do the chess puzzle today. I'm out of steps mostly, and I didn't get a study, neither did I get Ladyship Chamber. So we're calling it here. Alright, we had 6 tomorrow rooms, some green rooms, and some shop rooms. Yeah, there's not much else to say about today, I think. We've gone over everything important already. I'm probably, the next time I play, I'm probably just gonna try to get some of those crates out of the way. We'll have to see how I cut that together. Not sure if I should just show you the entire runs, even though the only irrelevant part might be the removing the crates, or if I should just make a montage of unlocking the crates with the experiments. I mean, maybe there's some other things that I can do. Feel free to hint at that in the comments. That would be very useful. Let's quickly have a look at my list. Check train line. I feel like I've checked the train line. That's from check the binary code again. You guys said the ASCII code might relate to an endgame puzzle, but it's not that important, so we'll not do that again. The new clue, I think I did. Open shrine chest with hammer. That's still open. The blue tents is open. Yeah, I could purchase the blue tents while doing the experiments. Then the castling, I need to figure out what that is. I need to do chess puzzle more. I could do the angels in the tomb in the original order. Do the tunnel to the north boundary and donate 46 coins. Yeah, unless there's something very important that you would like me to try, you could hint me at that. Otherwise, these are the things I'm going to focus on. Actually, I feel like the crates might be the most important ones. Remove crates. Yeah, alright. Be sure to leave a like if you've enjoyed today's Sundial puzzle episode and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my analytical approach to playing games. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.